Hello everyone, and thank you so much for purchasing this template. In this short tutorial, I want to show you how to use this template and adjust it as per your needs. So once you have downloaded all the files, they're going to be these three files over here. There's going to be a tutorial, one more created once I'm done recording. But mainly they're going to be here. Here are going to be your files. The way I would suggest you work with this template is first to go to the animated library folder, double click on this and open folders preview. This is going to open up with your default browser, internet browser, and what I have done is I have given you these previews of all the different codes that are there in the template pack. This way you can very easily look at them, be it cinematic or simple or fly-ins, and you can see what works best with your project. So for example, say you decide you're working on something and cinematic code 3 really looks good. This is one of my personal favorites from the full pack, and say you want to use it now, right? Then you can go to the After Effects files folder and then decide which resolution and frame rate you want to work with. This is just done to give you more customizability and more freedom when you're working on your project. So say you want to work with 4K 60 FPS. I'm just going to choose this for the tutorial, and now you're going to have these three folders deciding which kind of look you want. So if you want a flat 2D style look for a simple YouTube video or something, or Facebook, then go with this. If you want a pre-animated version of a simple fly-in, then here is your file. And if you want to do something cinematic, a motivational video, cinematic 3D looks really good like that. Here is a file which has all the quotes, in cinematic. It's a little heavy file, so this is mainly given for workstations and professional setups. But if you don't have a powerful machine, then you can go to individual files, and then I have separated all the different designs and animations on their own separated After Effects files. This way these are very light to work with and you can work with them very easily. So I already have opened cinematic quote 3 in my After Effects over here. This is gonna work with anything that's above CS6. So CS6 and anything above that, 2017, 2015, this is gonna work with them, and it's gonna be awesome. So here is our design. You can preview it by scrubbing the CTI, right? And you have to move this layer to adjust the duration. I would say at least keep the duration to 4 seconds, 3.5 4 seconds. That is for the in animation, and then you can change it over here, and then you will see that the in animation does take place, and then you hold for all this time, and then you move out, right? So you can have to basically move this layer to adjust the duration of the full animation. I'm gonna keep it right there. Great. In Cinematic 3D, what we have done is we have taken the time and created a camera blur and focus distance controller. So here's an aperture controller. Aperture is basically, in simple words, in layman terms, I would say the blur setting that is here on the design. So if I increase this to say 1000, you will see that the blur gets a lot more intense. You can I would say not to use something like this unless you really like this look, then go for it. But I would say that keep the blur to about 300 500 or something like that. This way everything is readable and it looks good as well. Focus distance, you can adjust where the blur is. So right now you can see that it's sort of like in the center of the design. You can move this to be towards the left. So right now the change word is in focus and everything else is out of focus. You can even keyframe this if you want. If you know After Effects, if you know how to animate, then you can keyframe this, and you can work with it like that. So I'm not going to get into that, but you can do it. There's a possibility for that. So you can increase it. So now if I push it towards the right, you can see that the right side of the design, like the inevitable word, is going to be a little in focus. So you can move it. I'm going to change this back to 1500, and you can experiment with it like that. If you want to change the color of something, then here are the color controls. So for example, there's this and I've taken the time to rename everything properly, so this way it's really easy for you to work with the design. So you can change the color like this, right? And you can have a nice simple design done. Make it gray maybe, something like this, and you can come up with your own variations. What about text? Text, there is going to be a folder in the project panel over here called replace here. If you double click on it, there's going to be another folder. Double click on that, and here are the text replace here's. So the first line is going to be, changes inevitable. Double click on that, and you can double click on this text layer and start changing. Oh yes, the fonts, sorry. The fonts can be downloaded from this text file right here. So if you open this, these are the links from you can download the fonts that were used in creating this template pack. So you can install them first, and then once you open the file, it's going to be here, and After Effects will be able to read it. Right? You can change the text. So change is inevitable. Change is there. I can just say simply like that. You can move the text layer if you want, like this, and your text is going to update. Changes there, go with the flow. And I think that is pretty much it. Then you can, for rendering, I would say go for cinematic quad 03. So this is going to be 4K right now. You can get like Ultra HD if you're working on a YouTube video or with a client that needs 4K. The possibility is there. So this is how you basically use this template. It's very easy to use. This is going to be the duration control. You can move this to adjust the duration, and everything else should be good. If you're having any troubles with this, please email me and I'll help you out in any way I can. Thank you so much for purchasing this template. I appreciate it.